Hi, this is Abby, and this is a video on Moon in Cancer. So, the moon sign in the chart represents the mother and the maternal parent who had an influence on you when you were growing up, whoever was most nurturing to you. And presently, it would represent the emotional body. So, in females, it's more apparent because females just in our society are allowed to show their emotions more. And in men, it's a little bit more subdued, but they tend to project their emotional needs onto the women in their life, so they would be attracted to women who would have the sign, the depiction of the sign. For Cancer, you have a moon that's in its own sign. The moon rules Cancer naturally, so you kind of have a super moon, a moon on steroids, maybe. So when you were growing up, you viewed your mother, or you saw her influence on you as someone who's extremely sensitive, could be almost a smother mother, didn't want to cut their apron strings, babied you a little perhaps, encouraged you to stay home with her, maybe bake cookies, and just watch movies and cuddle. She was probably emotionally needy, because that can be moon in Cancer. And when you grew up, you learned to be the same way. So as an adult, a woman with a moon in Cancer is very feminine, very much the typical feminine woman who, is sensitive and will take care of her friends and family and her significant other, through sympathy and like being in tune with how they feel and offering, tea and cookies, all that good stuff. If you're a man and you have moon in Cancer, you're much more sensitive than you let on to be, regardless of your sun sign. You're a sensitive guy, and you may not show it very much, but you look for women who are that typical feminine woman who will maybe cook for you, or even if they don't cook for you, be nurturing and kind of coddle you, especially if you're sick. You want someone who's going to be mommying you a little bit. You can't really help it. It's mommy is important to you, whether you're a man or a woman. And as you grow up and become a mother yourself or a father, you're going to be really nurturing to your kids, because that is how you see the role of a parent to be. If you're a father, you might be a little bit less so, depending on your sun sign, because you might want to, have that be that, father figure who has to kind of lay down the law, but you're going to be a little bit of a softie. Especially when your kid's sick, you're going to want to just feed, and like hug them until they're like, okay, I've had enough cuddling. So that's a Cancer moon. Very sensitive, but they don't always show it, because Cancer is represented by the crab, and the crab keeps a shell around itself so that it can retreat when it needs to. So although you might not see it, Cancers are very sensitive, and Cancer moon is very in tune with the emotions of the people around them. So that's it. If you have any questions.